I am proposing Goat Island as a geotouristic experience on the northwest coast of Tasmania. Part of the 37-hectare Three Sisters Goat Island Nature Reserve, located just outside Alveston, it is approximately 19 kilometres from Devonport and 30 kilometres from Burnie. Goat Island itself is a 23-metre high, 1 hectare islet tied to the shoreline by a 100-metre wide intertidal rock flat. Looking out to the northwest, you can see the Three Sisters. Then, panning around, shows the beginning of the abundance of rock forms on this small island, making this a paradise for geologists and photographers alike. A short walk across the rocky shelf at low tide brings with it an abundance of patterns, shapes, textures, flagged edges, fiery lichen, and rock pools. A short stroll around to the east shows a small opening to an incredible sea cave. Vegetation within this area includes a mixture of salt-tolerant coastal species, reeds and grasses, and the area is known to house a breeding colony of little penguins. Part of this feature is a 520 million year old Precambrian stretched pebble conglomerate, indicating the forces subjected to these rocks during metamorphism and deformation. It contains the only known exposed contact between metamorphosed and unmetamorphosed Precambrian rocks in Tasmania, making this significant in the evolution of the Tasmanian landscape. The rock at Goat Island was potentially conglomerate initially. However, these have not been conserved and is now a gathering of deformed pebbles, fragments of pebbles, and tectonic inclusions developed from interbedded quartzite. Included in these are pebble-free bands underlying conglomerate and bands of tectons marking transposed lithological layering. 5 periods of deformation have been discovered in the metamorphics at Goat Island. The quartz mica foliation and lithological layering may be from tectonic foliation. The primary underlying structural elements include the foliation and the morphological elements of ellipsoidal bodies of quartzite. The quartzite bodies have many of the characteristics of original pebbles in the conglomerate. A narrow, high-tide cobble beach at the front of the cave is bordered by low protruding rocky points with rock flats extending out. Vulnerability for this area is mostly from fluvial and aeolian processes. Given the small size of the island and proximity to the ocean and the openness of the islet, it is possible there are cultural values of national estate significance for both Indigenous and non-Indigenous peoples existing here. The only signage located near the island is a Parks and Wildlife sign at the entrance near the road and a warning sign of the dangers of heading over to the island. The Kablakova assessment carried out on this site gave it a score of 12.75 out of 18.5. All of this makes Goat Island an outstanding place of value as a teaching and research site.